everybody? Thank you for coming to another detailing video. Today I got the homie Gary. How you doing, Gary?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, good. So, for people that don't know you, where are you from and what's your business name?
My name's Gary with StaySlick Auto Detail. We're in Fresno, California.
Fresno, California, the no.
You know.
5'9", bro. Saying local this time. But anyways, Gary, what do we have in the works?
So today what we're basically doing is a wash and wax. And the only reason it's that is because it was actually a full detail, but on Monday, the interior took me about 6.5 hours, so we ran out of light. So I booked today to come back and do door jams and the exterior of my full detail.
All right, so pretty much exterior, and then you say clay and wax, or just wax?
Yeah, I'll do, I'm gonna do an APC rinse, so I'm gonna spray it down with all-purpose cleaner, and which is what I usually do, and I'm gonna feel the paint. If it needs to be clayed, I'm going to. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna inflict any micro marring or anything, so we'll see how it does after that APC rinse, and then we'll do a paint sealant.
Got it. How long should this job take you?
Hopefully, I would say hopefully no more than 2.5 hours. It just depends. The door jams are pretty dirty.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I clean them up pretty good. So we'll see.
All right, man, you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Hey Gary, so I see you're starting out with the tires. Tell me your process.
Usually, I like to start everything with wheels and tires. I do. I foam or spray everything first, and then I'm gonna lay a layer of degreaser down. This is super clean 4-to-1. I'm gonna do fender well, tires, barrel of the wheels, face of the wheel, and then lug nuts. That's usually how I follow every time.
Got it. And then after you're done with the tires, you start on the body.
Then I'm gonna do a spray down of the whole vehicle to get the loose dirt off. I'm gonna hit it with the same super clean 4-to-1, which is my APC, the whole vehicle. Let it sit for a couple of seconds, maybe 30 to 45 seconds, spray it off, feel the paint to see if I need to clay.
All right, Gary, so you're done with the tires, you rinsed it, now you're applying APC, all-purpose cleaner,
Yes, sir.
before the foam?
Yes,
I've never seen that before, why?
The idea is that this breaks down the heavy traffic film. Hopefully it'll get off some bugs and anything else that's on there. A lot of times I notice that when I do this, after I wash this off, there's really no need to clay. So it can avoid that step, avoid having to put micro marring on the paint. And honestly, I think it's just better because the least amount of dirt that you have before you touch it, the less of a chance you have to scratch it. So I don't use this on every wash. It's only when I do bigger stuff. I don't do it on maintenance because they have paint sealants already.
All right, so right now you're gonna apply this, and then after, you're gonna see if you even need the clay.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel, a lot of times you still need to clay the lower panels because that's where most of the dirt hits from the wheels. But I am going to try to avoid claying as much as possible just for the sake of not adding any marring or anything to the paint because we're not doing any polishing or anything.
Now Gary, something you just said was, you're trying to keep the car wet?
Yeah, when I put APC on there, I don't want it to sit on and dry. APC is not like using a soap. A lot of times when you leave a soap and it dries, it's really no big deal because you hit it with water, it reactivates. With APC, there's a chance that it can stain.
Really?
I'm sure it'll come out, and it always has for me, but I just try as much as I can not to let it dry.
All right, so you just gotta be on it?
Yeah.
All right.
Just gotta keep spraying a little bit and then spray the APC. Everything else is already sprayed down. It's just this side is on the sun, so you have to treat this side a little different.
All right, cool. Yo, Gary, talking about Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Is that where you get most of your business? Half your business?
Honestly, dude, a lot of where I get my business is from people seeing me drive around from a trailer.
Really?
Yeah, when I made this trailer, I wanted it to be almost obnoxious how big it was, and it catches a lot of attention. But I do get quite a few from ads on Instagram too.
Yeah.
But most of it's word of mouth, seeing me drive around town, man, to be honest.
So, what kind of clay are you using?
So it's clay mitt, right? It's got a synthetic clay on this side, microfiber. I believe this one's 303. I think that's the brand, is 303. And I like using this one just because it covers a bigger surface area so you can get it done quicker. And if you drop it, you can just rinse it off. It's not a traditional clay bar.
So is this the only clay method you use, or you, depending on the job?
Depends on the job. I have, like for heavy overspray removal, I'll use like a traditional clay bar, either a medium, usually not more than a medium because I don't want to cause too much damage. But like this is like a medium. This kind of stuff is usually right around the medium grade, which is good for most vehicles. So I wouldn't want to use a heavy just because it causes damage.
Hey Gary, so okay, one question is, why did this job take you 6 hours yesterday just for the interior?
Well, for one, vans are a nightmare, just because there's so many compartments, nooks and crannies, so many like different things you have to open up. But on top of that, usually vans have a lot of kids, so there was a lot of stuck on stuff on the carpet. But even worse than that, what I usually ask for my customers is I do ask for pictures, really only for the point that I like to know how much time I should expect if I need to bring different chemicals. And the customer did not send me pictures.
So wait,
I think I know why.
When you asked them, hey, can you send me pictures? He ignored you? He just said, I can't, or no?
With this particular customer, I noticed that it's easier to talk through phone. And I did ask, but we booked about a week and a half ahead of time. So I hit him up a couple of times throughout that period, not to seem annoying, right? You don't want to ask people too many times, but I did ask about 3 times for pictures. So I had an idea, and unfortunately didn't send them. So it kind of would have given me an idea of what I was expecting.
Got it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Do you think you should, if you had seen it before, would you have said no?
I wouldn't say no. I just think that I might have approached it differently, like asked if he could drop it off, because I have a garage where I do stuff too. And it's a little bit easier for me to get that kind of work done when I'm not worried about the customer's time, as well as far as, that I'm at their property or they need to use the vehicle. It's easier when they leave it overnight.
Hey Gary, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How long you been detailing in Fresno?
Professionally, since September.
September, all right, man. Have you noticed Fresno prices, Fresno customers? How do you compare them to, you watch other detailers.
I do.
From LA, this and that. How do you think Fresno compares as in price in detailing?
I've noticed we're pretty close. A lot of my full detail prices are about the same. For a full interior detail, I start around 200, 250. For a full vehicle detail, starts at about 300. And it seems like it's pretty across the board for a lot of them. It just depends. Certain areas seem like they have more customers that are more interested in ceramic coatings or bigger stuff. And I mean, still newer, but I've done a handful of ceramic coatings. So it's not as common here as I think it is in bigger cities. A lot more people and different types of vehicles.
Yo, Gary, what's up with all the towels, man?
Oh, gotta have towels, man. This is all my drying towels. This is a mixture of just some throwaway towels, my glass towels, and then the green towels are just paint only. They're real nice silk lined or silk edged. So I'm about to clean the door jambs, clean this all up. So I'm just gonna use these. These are like from Walmart. That's what I use them for, because I'm gonna get them dirty and throw them away, and who cares?
All right, Gary, so we're pretty much done with the car. What are the finishing touches you do?
Right now I'm knocking down all the tire shine. I used Decked Out by Shine Supply, and that's a type that you kind of have to let soak in. So I'm just wiping that down. I'm gonna check all the windows, make sure I didn't miss any streaks. Just kind of go over it. I'll probably put a little bead maker on the face of the wheels just to make it pop a little more. But other than that, this thing came out nice. Nice and slick. Feels good, yeah.
Hey, Gary.
Yes, sir.
So, you're pretty much done with the detail. What would you recommend to this customer to get nets? Or what does he want nets?
When I showed up the other day to do the interior, he was asking about paint protection film. I don't do that, so I kind of segued the conversation more towards ceramic coating. This is their family vehicle, but he cares about it like that. So I would recommend that we at least do a polish. It's got scratches and swirls everywhere. If he does care about that, which it sounds like he does, at the least I would say we should do that and do a paint sealant and then just keep it maintained. But he is interested in learning more about ceramic coating, so we might actually go as far as doing that.
Hey, Gary, so we're about to leave, man, and you actually caught something?
I did. I caught a little bit of streaks on the windows here.
All right, guys, there you go. You saw the homie Gary's method. Let me know what you think below. Hey, how you think this job went?
I think it went great, man. It was quicker than I thought it would be because the door jambs are really dirty. I remember seeing that when I did the interior detail. So it was a good thing I pressure wash them ahead of time because it got a lot of the dirt out. And then as you wash, all the soap and everything you use goes in there as well. So it helped to break it up. So I just had to go in there and wipe it down. That was nice. I would really like to do a polish on the vehicle. I'll see if he's interested in that just because, you know, obviously there's swirls on there, but I think it turned out really good.
It did, man. It looks good. Now, let us know in the comments below what you guys think of his methods. And, hey, Gary, someone wants to follow you, man. Maybe get a detail in Fresno, California. Where can they go?
Well, I have Instagram and Facebook, just at StaySlickDetailing. And then I have my own YouTube channel. I'm trying to post once a week. It's just called Stay Slick. Go ahead and check that out. It's gonna have some details, some tips and tricks and products and stuff. I got a new video coming out next week. Not sure when this is going up, but got another one coming out.
Hey, just check them out in the description below. I'll put all the links in there. And if you enjoyed this detailing content, you want to see more, press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.